Charles here again for the Chazinator YouTube channel, and I got another video for you. This time it's on training partners. What are the benefits to having a training partner? Is it better to train solo or with a training partner, or sometimes even a combination of both? What are my thoughts? So I'll start this one off by saying over the years I've trained both solo and with a solo partner, and there definitely are some benefits to training solo, especially if you can't find a partner, but I would say that training with a training partner or partners as part of a club, for example, is far superior. And really there's a number of reasons for this. If you have a training partner, you're going to be far more likely to push yourself in the gym. I would say that's the primary reason. When you train on your own, you really have to motivate yourself to lift heavy, to lift hard, to beat last week's performance, to not go easy on the RP, and say to yourself, oh, that was an RP 8, when actually it might have been an RP 7 with a training partner there. So that's one reason. Another reason, if a training partner is with you, they can pick up on any kind of weaknesses in your form. Say you're doing a squat, and like my squat, when I used to squat, I have a bad hip, and there would be a time when I was squatting, I would rotate to the left and push off my left quad, and I almost did this. I almost did this without thinking about it, just because my left quad was a lot stronger than my right, because I'd been favouring it, trying to protect my hip. When I had a training partner, he very quickly realised that actually I was doing that, and because of that I managed to start wearing a band to help with the anti-rotation part of the squat. So having a training partner can have many advantages over training alone. No worries. Just out for a walk. If you're training with a training partner, those are two important things. You get a form check, and you also get a kind of difficulty check. Are you training hard enough? Two things that, if you're training alone, you can kind of record yourself to accomplish that kind of training check, but you do have to push yourself on the motivation side, and you're going to make sure you're beating last session's numbers. So there are some kind of inherent advantages to having a training partner, especially a training partner who's significantly stronger than you. So I used to train with guys, one of which competed at Commonwealth competitions. Some of the guys even competed at Worlds, competed at European powerlifting competitions. Some of these guys would have 300 kilo plus squat, when I started training at my powerlifting club, you know, my squat was 150. By the time I left, you know, I'd done 205. I think I might have even done 210 or tried it. So just example of a huge improvement by training with guys who are more elite than you. So there's a few advantages. I would say an advantage to training solo is that it can be more convenient for you and fit into your lifestyle a bit easier. And sometimes that's the case. You have to train alone for those reasons. But at the moment I got a training partner, and you know, granted, I'm a bit more serious about training than he is. He's very serious, and he's been training now with me for 3 or so years, and he's made tremendous progress in that time. And he also pushes me, even though in this instance I am the more advanced lifter. His presence does help me and push me. You know, even him just being there, you know, is a help to push me in the gym. So really, if you can get yourself a training partner, it will make a tremendous amount of difference to your training. In fact, you know, there'll be times where we will, you know, we'll schedule the session for even very late times, considering that, you know, one of us, either him or myself, might be going into London the next day. We've both got family. We'll sometimes schedule training at, you know, pretty late, like 7:45, 8, you know, which, you know, for us is late, considering we're getting up at 6 or whatever to go to work the next day. And, you know, in most instances that sacrifice is worth it, you know. So I hope that helps. That's my 2 cents on training with training partner or training solo. Hope it helps. Cheers.